Today we're installing the Yakima Overhaul HD bed rack on the 3rd Gen Tacoma.
Alright guys, welcome back to the build series. Today we're working on the Tacoma and we're installing the bed rack on Noah's truck. I put the one on mine. It was a pretty easy process. Hopefully his goes the same way.
So mine's a little bit different than the one on Ben's truck. If you haven't seen that video, click right here. Mine comes with 4 towers that are all adjustable. You can adjust the height as well as the spacing apart. And I also ordered molly panels that are specifically designed for this bed rack that'll allow me to mount all my traction boards, my axe, whatever I want to mount on the sides. So I paid for this with my own money, and because of that, I tried to find discounts wherever I could. So this shipment came in a bunch of different boxes, so let's get those opened up.
Big price difference between his and mine. I really cheaped out on the hook bed rack. Noah bought a real one. So we're gonna compare them, see if one's better than the other. Hopefully not, but I saved like $1,000.
I have a feeling they'll be pretty similar.
Probably the same shit.
I probably wasted my money. All right guys, so like I said, we have a ton of different boxes. I got pretty much everything, every box here was from a different website. Like I said, I was trying to find discounts because this stuff added up a lot. It was probably, how much was your bed rack?
$400.
Yeah, so Ben's bed rack was about $400. This was about 3 times that for all of this stuff. But here's what we got. We have the towers. So Yakima, you have to buy the towers without the actual bar that goes on top to mount things. So here's the bars, got those separately. This, I'm not sure if this was necessary. This is a pretty universal rack. It can go on most trucks, but this kit right here pretty much allows you to mount it specifically to the bed rails in the Tacoma. Don't know if that's necessary or not, probably not. I probably wasted $100 on that. And then we have here our molly panels, which as you can see, kind of mount in between the towers, and that will allow you to mount whatever you want on the sides. So before we open all this stuff up, we got to pull the tonneau cover off of my truck because unfortunately you cannot keep that on and have a bed rack at the same time. So we got to pull the tonneau cover off. It's pretty easy. I mean, I have a rough country one. I'm sure they're all pretty similar, but yeah, we just got a 5mm hex here. So yeah, there's 3 on each side, and we're just gonna pop this thing off and then get the boxes opened up. Okay, pulled this off, not too bad at all. Took like 5 minutes. It would have been quicker if I had the proper bit on a oh.
How'd that one go?
Going well. All right, so we got everything unboxed. A lot of different components here, but it comes with all the hardware you need. It comes with even some T-handles, which is nice. Yeah, I'll just let you guys look at all this stuff. I'm not gonna go through everything individually. But one thing that is nice is we have directions this time. The Prinsu rack, we did not have directions. If you haven't seen that video, go check that out. But yeah, so we got everything unboxed and we're gonna start installing. All right guys, so for the first step, we're gonna be mounting our bases to the top of the bed here. So in order to do that, here, come close. This is all the hardware we need for the first step. So the first thing we're going to be doing is mounting these brackets to our bases. To do that, we're going to use our large bolt, our large nut, and these large square spacer things. If you're going the universal way, I believe you just use these. But since I have the kit that's specifically for the Tacomas, it comes with these bars. But anyway, let's get started on the first step here. So we grab our base. This ribbed side faces out, or it actually faces inside the bed. We get our large bolt and this square thing, stick that through, like that. And then this lines up just like that. And we get our large nut like this. And we'll just get this started for now. So for the other side, we're gonna go all the way to that side of the big slot. Once again, large bolt, square thing, stick that in there, through there, and feed it into our nut. So pretty easy, just gonna do this 4 times, 1 for each of these base plates. All right guys, so we have all 4 of these pre-assembled. They're just loose for now, we'll tighten them later. But now the next step is to put these bars in the bed rails here. In order to do that, we can't get them in like that. So there's a bolt here and a bolt here. We're just gonna take those out so we can kind of bend this out and slide these bars in. Forgot my my bits for the screwdriver, so we're using one of these things. Just realized also I'm using a T27, which I don't even have. So it's a good thing Ben had this thing.
This rusty piece of shit.
Good thing Ben had this rusty piece of shit.
He just bought.
Okay, so we got this a little loose. Should give us enough play to slide this in. Oh, my knuckle. Oh. Okay, one more.
Jam it right in.
Yeah.
Jam it.
Jam it.
Jam it. Oh.
Okay. Next step, we grab this bolt, our crush washer goes on, and our normal washer, and then this metal bracket, and make sure the ribbed side matches up with the ribbed side of this. So these kind of lock together. So we'll grab our plate. And then
One job. One fucking job.
And for the 3rd gen Tacomas, we're gonna be using not the bottom hole, but the bottom of this group of 3 here. We're gonna use the bottom of that. That in, just get it started for now.
Had this like fucking gnarly ass lamb platter last night.
Lamb platter.
Ben's ripping ass. Lamb platter. Okay, so that's on. We already have this one on. You can go. So we got this one on. This one's already on, and these are loose, so we can adjust them to fit that molly panel. So now we'll do the other side.
I was so upset doing that. I was like, God.
Got some gigglers in the background.
Alright, good.
All right, so now we're just pre-assembling the molly panels. Pretty easy, just get these bolts with the washer. There's 2 holes on each side, and just fasten it up. Alrighty, so we spaced these things 13.5 inches apart. That should fit this pretty nicely. And I snugged them down, but yep. And here, you want to come out on the other side?
Danny, can you please bring me my pizza? Yeah, and a blue cheese. Thanks. Can you grab the air fryer? Yeah, just bring it out here. And then just the pizza and some blue cheese, please. Thanks.
All right, so when you're putting these things on, get the back in first, then you kind of rock it down like that. And then we just tighten these up. These are different sizes, just so you know, but it comes with the 2 different size T-handles, so we'll just snug these down.
Okay, so after you get your towers and molly panels installed, you're gonna wanna tell your girlfriend to go up into the kitchen, grab the goddamn air fryer because you're starving, and put your leftover pizza in it from last night. Slap both pieces in there, obviously, because you're not playing around and you've already had a few beers today, and it's time to eat. So throw those guys in there, power up, air fry on, probably about 375, give or take. And I'd say maybe 5 minutes. You're gonna wanna check it around 2.5. So leave the turn reminder on, fire it up, good to go, back to the install. All right, so while your air fryer is heating up your pizza, you're gonna wanna install your main crossbars here. So these are just gonna slot right in here. On both sides, there's these little brackets in here, and these are what you're actually bolting into. These are very adjustable. You can put them anywhere along there, and there's actually measurements to make sure that it's even on both sides, which is a pretty nice touch. Oh, fuck my ass. These fucking stupid things need to come off, dude, so you can slip it in. Not again. So actually, before you put it in there, you gotta keep the ends off because they do actually slot in there. So I'm gonna battle with the end of this thing for like the 4th time now. These are a pretty tight fit in here. You're probably gonna wanna get like a wrench and a hammer. We actually developed a pretty good system for this. I grabbed my 14 mil I had sitting around here. I whacked the boxer end, bam, like this. Knock it off like that. Now I can slide this thing right into there. Bingo. All right. As you can see here, we are now at 2 minutes. This is about our halftime. Gonna want to check on that. It's looking pretty good. Let's go in for a little longer.
All right, guys, so there's just 2 bolts that line up with those brackets on each corner. I'm about to put the last one in now. Of course, this one's giving me a hard time. All the other ones were super easy, but I can't seem to get this one to line up. But yeah, anyway, when you're setting these, there's measurements on the bottom, so just make sure you have it evenly spaced, and yeah. As we were putting it on, I was a little concerned because these were a little bit floppy back and forth, but once I have these on now, I mean, there's no wiggle at all. Like, it literally just shakes the truck now. So yeah, feels very sturdy. I haven't even stepped back to look at it yet. Hopefully it looks cool. But yeah, just getting the last bolt in now, and then we're gonna adjust the height to be even with the Prinsu rack, and yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah. All right, so once you get your pizza out of the air fryer here, you're obviously gonna be out of luck because you probably don't have a plate in your garage. So you're gonna cut up your beer box like this, and you're gonna build yourself a nice little plate to set your pizza on. See, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna continue to tear this box apart, and here we have a nice flat surface for a slice of pizza. Bang it out. There you go, now you got your mid-install snack. All right, well there you have it. The Yakima bed rack is now on the Tacoma. This thing was actually kind of a pain to do a little bit. A lot of parts. It's easy, it's just kind of time consuming, but it does look really good, and the adjustability feature of it is really nice. So $1,800 versus the one on my truck, $400. I guess you kind of do get what you pay for. Build quality is definitely a little bit better on this thing. It's doing the same thing. Either way, it's gonna hold a tent, but it might be worth the extra money depending on what your budget is. For me, it wasn't. For Noah, it is, I guess.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I'm just kind of doing the math in my head now. $1,400 more than Ben's bed rack. I mean, it's cool looking, it's nice. It's got bottle openers on it. I don't know, you be the judge. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, help get our new channel off the ground, and stay tuned for more videos coming up very soon. Thanks for watching.
Got a tent going on here. Next video.
Yeah.
Watch it.